Hi, this is Friends of the Word with Father Louis SCURTI. We're honored to be interviewing Joseph LEGASPI, Director of Music at St. Peter's University in Jersey City, New Jersey. Joseph, thank you for being with us. And I should say, you probably call me Father Lou, but I'll call you Dr. Joe, and we can switch back and forth between Lou and Joe. Is that all right?
Okay. Even my students, a lot of my choir members call me Joe. So
Okay, good. um, Joe, what I want to start with is the role of the Catholic faith in your life, um, and did it play any role in developing your musical talent and interest?
it's everything. It's everything. I I I grew up in the Philippines. I was an altar boy since I was eight.
Oh, good.
Since I was eight, and then I switched to choral singing when I was in high school, and then since then, music ministry has been a part of my life. I never stopped serving. Serving at churches since high school until now. And even when I studied voice in Indiana, for a time, my plan was to be this big opera singer.
Why not?
But I, well, well, it it may still happen. So who knows?
Oh, good.
But but music ministry has been really part of my life. It's just funny that somehow before I was trying to resist to break away from this ministry and try to concentrate on classical singing, but it just keeps on pulling me back. So when I was in Indiana, um, my first job was at a church. So I live at St. Paul Catholic Center in in Bloomington, Indiana, where I was their resident cantor and I played for masses. And then on top of that, I became the music director at First Christian Church in Martinsville, Indiana.
Mm.
So it there was never really a gap. Like that this music ministry has been really constant. Yeah, and then when I moved from Indiana to New York City, my goal was really to audition for opera companies because a
Mm.
lot of agents, major opera houses come to New York City just to
Sure,
hear singers.
sure.
So that was my main goal, to have a career in opera and art song. But
Mm.
but I got this job. I got this job at St. Peter's University,
And you're not going to
and,
turn that down.
and I never thought I'd be teaching, because uh, I I didn't think that I have the gift. I didn't thought that I have what it takes to be a good educator and mentor. But I'm here and I'm
Wow.
loving every second with the students.
Excellent, excellent. And looking at you, but not no numbers. You're pretty close in age to the students.
Well, no, I'm
Okay.
43, so
Good skin. um, and performing. Do you perform?
I still do, but not. I don't actively seek performance opportunities right now. So if somebody asks me to perform, then I do it. Well,
Mm.
I still perform.
And in what roles would I know from operas that you've either auditioned for or performed
Hmm.
in?
In Indiana, the biggest role I sang was in Little Women. Frederick Bear was uh, was the major love interest of Joe Marsh.
Right.
So that was the biggest role I did at Indiana, and then the rest were kind of like sidekicks. I was Gregorio in Romeo and Juliet, um, and then I was Yamadori in Madama Butterfly.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful. So nice, nice repertoire. Um, I don't want to put you on the spot. Would you be comfortable in singing something now for? I mean, not immediately, but maybe in a few minutes for us. Or
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
so you don't need a
Yes.
special
Yes.
environment. You have your own instruments right there.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, good. Think
So,
about what
what
you
song do
want
you want
to.
to hear?
Go ahead.
What song do you want to hear?
Oh, you tell me. I mean, I mean, my gut first thing would be Ave Maria, but let's keep away from the religious because I do want that later. Can you sing something
Mhm.
secular or that well known that we should know?
Okay. Let's do someday when I'm awfully low, when the world is cold, I will feel it glow just thinking of you and the way you look tonight.
Wow! I wish I had an audience to applaud. Oh my!
That's my mom's favorite song, that's why.
What was that? I missed that.
Hmm?
What did you say? I missed.
That was my mom's favorite song.
Oh, great! Thank you, Mom. Thank you for remembering her. That's wonderful. Wow. How do you go about auditioning students, like especially those who have not read music?
I almost like I don't turn students down.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
good. That's everybody's invited.
I I never turn students down. I because in the Philippines I work with amateur choirs, so I am really used to training raw voices, and it's also a challenge for me to like troubleshoot wrong notes here and there or wrong notes 100%. Um, I I always say yes to anybody.
So in a sense, you could identify with them, having gone through all of the steps of music, and being at one point you weren't singing, and then you haven't
Yes.
stopped singing.
When I was like I remember my teacher pulled me aside and told me I was out of tune.
That sounds like something I would be told. Go ahead.
But that did not stop me from singing. So
Just to compare, we were in maybe the seventh grade. I wasn't traumatized, but I certainly remember it. And we're all on stage. The whole class is on stage. That's Catholic school. Everybody performed at the same time. So because of my size, I was up front. We sang whatever song it was. And Sister Grace came to me and says, Louis, she says, I want you to do me a favor. She said, I want you to go stand back there on the top platform. So I'm thinking, wow, this is great. I'm going to, the reason she wanted me back there on the top platform because I was far away from the microphone. I had a big mouth, but it was off tune. so different reason, and you developed your style. Great.
yes, because I kept on singing.
Great. Do you react well to the students? I mean, do you have a good rapport with them? And
I believe so. Yeah,
Good.
they come to me, talk to me about anything. Yeah, a lot of students before COVID, students hung out here, my office all the time.
Excellent, excellent. And has any student exhibited an interest in performing, like walking your shoes in a sense, performing?
Since we don't have music majors here, we have music minors. Uh, no, the answer is no. But they're really interested in singing, but never consider it as their main major.
Okay, so the kids who I shouldn't say the students who come to you and join the choral, are they getting that for credit, or is it just, I don't mean just interest, but is it just their own interests?
So the choirs here are not for credit, so they do it for the love.
Oh, for the love, that's what I
singing.
want to hear. The love of, oh,
Yeah.
beautiful, for the love of music. That's great. Now, besides arrangements for Mass, for the parts of Mass,
Hmm.
do you arrange music to be sung at Mass that's not, the parts of the Mass? Like
Um,
music for offertory and entrance and things?
yes, I gave up arranging, so all the music that we sing at the masses here are are existing arrangements.
Oh, I see. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
And for songs at Mass, is there something
Hmm.
that is like your favorite that you like to teach the kids and have them perform?
Um, for mass songs, my favorite since I was a kid is "You Are Near."
Nice,
I
beautiful.
actually we did it yesterday at our Wednesday mass.
Great. You perform during the week?
Yes, we have a weekly community mass here at St. Peter's. It's every Wednesday at 4:30 p.m. in the chapel.
Not St. Aidan's
Not St.
in
Aidan's.
the
Yeah.
small church. Nice. And so your group performs at that Mass.
Um,
I hate to use the idea of performing the Mass, but you know what I mean,
it
presenting
is
their
still
skills.
it is still maybe 40% performance because like you still have to like be as expressive like when you're singing outside the mass.
Great. That's great. So they're really active even now, even through COVID.
Yeah, so no choir rehearsal, but they're there as a member of the congregation. Um,
Okay. Good. Good.
they just sing louder.
Good. Good. Any secular presentations on campus?
Because we also have we have Arts on Bergen. So Arts on Bergen is a concert series at St. Peter's University.
Oh,
We have noontime concerts and we have evening concerts. So because of COVID, we decided to lessen the number of concerts. But this coming November, we are featuring James Adler, who is a pianist and a composer,
right. And
and
he's
he
taught
also
there, right?
teaches.
Does he still teach there? I
Yes,
met him years ago.
yes. So we are presenting him in November. So the noontime concerts here are virtual.
Excellent. And then when COVID passes, you'll be
We'll
keep.
resume hopefully in person. So the noontime concerts here are once a month,
Okay.
and we feature musicians from the community and from New York City as well.
Excellent. Just for the sake of the audience, where are those performances presented?
So the noontime concerts are at St. Peter Chapel, and the evening
That's
ones
right
are
on Kennedy Boulevard
yes,
and
the
Glenwood.
evening ones are at St. Aidan's.
Beautiful. St. Aidan's has great acoustics, doesn't it?
Yes, it's really ideal for choral music.
Great. Any planned secular performances, plays or musicals?
Everything is on hold. Hopefully, my choir usually presents a spring concert.
Oh,
So if we are allowed to present to do an in-person performance, we'll have a spring concert in April.
good. So when COVID has ended, and I pray God soon, you'll
Yes,
you'll be up and running
yes.
because you've been practicing with the kids. That- I want to go back to your virtual classes. You mentioned Zoom, so you have
Mhm.
all the students come up on Zoom, and you're leading them from one spot. How does that work?
So my classes are group singing and group piano, but since there are like latency problems, I teach it one on one now.
What does that mean?
So I they just schedule I teach them piano on a
Individual. Okay,
one-on-one
okay, okay.
basis.
So you don't do you ever see the whole group in Zoom?
No, we don't do the group sessions now unless I present like lecture.
Good. What would you tell a student uh, before, pre-college age, if he or she was interested in one, St. Peter's, two, music, what would they do?
Well, come to St. Peter's and well, we have good mentors here at St. Peter's. They have me. They have Dr. Boshar. They have James Adler, who's a wonderful pianist and composer. Yeah, just come to St. Peter's and we'll take it from there.
And listen, I guess. Come and listen. Thank you. Okay. In our third interview, I want to open up, if you don't mind, with another performance, and I'll ask for a religious piece. How's that?
Okay.
My gut would be Ave Maria, but you don't have to go with that. That's the only one that came to head. Anything you want to perform would be great.
Yeah.
Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Time out.
Fine.
On our third chapter. Okay.
Okay.
We're going to bring this. Thank you. I love your enthusiasm. That's great. Go for it. This has been Father Louis Scurti interviewing Dr. Joseph LEGASPI, faculty member, music department of St. Peter's University. I know, faculty member in fine arts department, music instructor, right? God bless you. Okay, we'll be back for chapter number 3 soon, and Joe will open up with a very special piece that he prepares for us. Bye-bye.